Hi everyone, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a live broadcast. I'm going to wait a couple of minutes for you guys to start to jump on. Today, I'm going to be doing some spirit guided messages, love, life, career, anything spirit wants to share with me, any messages spirit wants to share with me. I just wanted to jump in. I'm sorry if you didn't see, this is impromptu, so I did not plan this. So as you're coming in, say hello in the comments. Let me know you're here. Let me know where you're from. Say hello. And welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's newly guided here. Please let me know if I'm having any problems with the audio or anything like that. But come on in. And hi, Ronnie. Welcome from Facebook. I have Facebook going and YouTube. So let me know where you're from and good morning. Okay. So we're going to ask our spirit guides today what messages they have for you. They could be a general message about an area of your life. They could be a love message. I do have some charms and some initials, so we can tap into some of those things as well. But I'm really just going to kind of go with whatever spirit wants to share with me today. So welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's newly guided here. If you've never watched me before, we're going to call in our spirit guides now. Spirit, I call upon you for some loving messages. What is it that you have for us today? What is it that you want us to know? What is it that you need us to hear? I am listening for you now. Anybody, of course, can watch this as a replay. It will be on both Facebook and YouTube. So let's see what spirit has. We're going to start with an animal spirit message today. See what spirit wants for us. See what they want to share. Spirit, please share with me an animal spirit. What animal spirit do you have around us? What is it that you need us to know? All right, hold on. I just want to do one more thing. Okay. Get organized here because I might be here for a little while. Spirit, what is it? What animal spirit do you have for us today? Let's see. I have a brown bear spirit. Okay, the number 9. Take time out. Okay, so take time out. So today's Saturday. That's good. Maybe we just need a break. All right. So it's nice that you're joining me here. Maybe we just need to sit back and listen to what spirit has for us and wonder, what's coming in. The one thing that's jumping out at me, you can see the intuitive eye, that third eye on that bear, just this sense of being connected and my intuition connecting me. I also like the bear in the sense of protection, that I feel that I can protect myself, I can guard myself, that I'm stronger than I think I am, Spirit just said. So there is a feeling of, they're saying rejuvenation, almost like I'm in hibernation right now. I'm resting, I'm healing, I'm repairing so that I can be that strong, protective self. So there is a sense of protecting myself for some reason. Doesn't mean somebody's going to hurt you. It just means that I'm strong. It means that nobody's going to kind of get the better of me, something like that. So let's see what they want for us. Spirit, please share with me an angel message. What is it that you have? Hi, Patricia. Hi, Divine Child. Hi, Billy G. Hi, everybody. All right. I have a water element, the number 2. So my water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, right? I allow my body, mind, and spirit to flow intuitively through the changes in life. So am I allowing myself to just go with the flow, basically, is what they're saying. They're just allowing you to, whatever life brings you. Some people live in that energy, and I think that's great. They just say, hey, it is what it is. whatever life throws me, I can handle, and I'm okay with that. I'm not going to fight it. I'm not going to change it. It is what it is. So that's kind of what Spirit's saying there with that water element, that emotionally, those are my emotional elements, my Cancer and my Scorpios and my Pisces are very, tend to be more emotional than anybody, but it is a feeling of I'm going with the flow and I can handle anything. So that bear energy and those elements is pretty a nice combination, isn't it? Like I can handle anything. I have a sun goddess. Okay, some of you are a sun goddess today. I have the number 33 coming in. I celebrate each sunrise and recognize the healing energies of the sun. Now, of course, the sun is our new beginning. So you can see she's got her arms wide open, which is what I say all the time, just receive. Sometimes we put up such a guard on ourselves that we don't even see what's in front of us. We don't even see the good in our day, or for those of you that, Billy says he's 33, so that's good. He or she, I don't know if that's a male or female. So it's a feeling of, I don't want to just look at the bad. Sometimes we have things that happen in our day and that's the thing that we hold on to. But then there's all these good things that happen in our day and we're like, yeah, okay. Let's look at the good things that are happening, not just that one thing that somebody said, or Billy saying she's a she. Okay. Thank you, Billy, for confirming that. I'm sure I'm not the only one that does that. Your person is 33 years older than you. Okay. Oh, an age difference. Okay. Wow. That's a big age difference. Hey, if it works, that's great. I like the arms wide open. I like the sun. I like the receiving. I like the being open to receive. I think those are all really good energies to start today. So let's see what they have for you for cards. Welcome, everybody. If you're just joining me now, I'm so grateful that you are new. If you're new, hit that like and subscribe button, join my channel, follow along, all that good stuff. Spirit, please share with me. I have a Queen of Swords. I'm just going to hold them up a little closer because these cards are really beautiful. I have a King of Cups. I have a Tower. And I have a Judgment. They're sharing with me that something or someone was taken away from you. It was almost like it was removed from your life. It would be the person who walked away from you, the person who ghosted you, the person who just decided one day, like, I'm not doing this anymore. Little bit of a karma will catch up with them with that Judgment card. Like you don't have to do anything. People who hurt other people just without any thought in it, you always think, well, what can I do to get them back? No, that's not the way to think. You don't have to do anything. I promise you. They have made their own path. They are going to have to face their own consequences of their actions someday. So karma catches up with these types of people, but this feels like something was removed from your life. And I do feel like they did you a favor, because in this case, whether it's love or work or just for your own personal self, I feel that they did you a huge favor, because this queen is so strong and so committed to herself, Spirit just said, that she's only going to allow somebody like a King of Cups into her life. She's only going to be able to recognize somebody that is loving and caring and kind and emotionally available, they're saying. So whoever that Tower moment was with, and it feels like they just kind of removed themselves from your life and didn't think anything of it and just kind of moved on. You know what? Whether they remove themselves or Spirit removed them for you, which was another way to look at it, because Spirit had something better for you. And this King of Cups is going to prove it. This King of Cups is going to show you what true love is, or they're going to show you, they're saying kindness. in respect. So that could be somebody that you are trying to manifest now, or that could be somebody that's just come into your life. I have a 10 of Wands. I have a 4 of Swords. I have a Knight of Pentacles. And I have a Devil card. It's harder than we think, isn't it? I'm going to go back to these 2 cards for a second, because the 10 of Wands and the 4 of Swords is I never thought that either being alone or waiting for the right person would be so difficult. Maybe I thought I'll just find somebody else, or I can replace somebody, but it's hard. It's hard to find the right person. It takes a long time. It's disappointing, Spirit saying at times. This is a chance and a time, believe it or not, even if it's hard and difficult, for you to push through, to be that bear, okay, in the beginning, to find that strength in the beginning, and to push through and find yourself again. Okay, there's a period of time that's needed, that I call it the new you. I did a reading yesterday. I think, I'm not sure who it was, but it was either Capricorn or Aquarius, one of those maybe. And it was all about like glowing up, and it was all about a revenge body. It was really funny. It was somebody broke up, and that person, took it upon themselves and said, oh yeah, watch this, and lost some weight and got in great shape and is looking amazing. And, whoever left them is going to be jealous of, the new version of them, because they look great. This is a time for the new you, whatever that improvement is. And it is a hard time to be in. But the good news is that with hard work, dedication, kind of time and energy, you become more self-sufficient, they're saying. You become more independent. You are able to do things for yourself. You don't need to have somebody in your life. You want to have somebody in your life. So this King of Pentacles or Knight of Pentacles is kind of moving right along in their life, and gathering that independence and that strength as they go. So I'm going to say, it's one of those readings where you say, something somebody did to me made me stronger. And I know you don't want to hear that, because everybody's sick of learning lessons, but whatever they did to you, it made you stronger. It made you who you are today. And it made you have the ability to make a better choice and have better judgment. So we have a Devil coming in, and I have this this Judgment card. And there's a sense of, I need to be smarter. I need to see the red flags sooner. I need to recognize the green flags, but I need to know that the red flags are there, and not just hope that things get better. Okay. So that Devil card is coming into me as, not that somebody's out to hurt you, but it's sometimes tempting to be with somebody that isn't good for you, just because it feels nice to be wanted. Okay. Just if snowy in New Hampshire, Lisa. Oh boy. Well, it's nice in Florida. My son Bobby's here, and we're going to go to the pool later. So there you go. Sorry. I don't mean to make you jealous. So the Devil is temptation. Sometimes it just feels good to be with somebody, but is it the right person? Am I looking at the red flags? Am I a good judge of character in that case? So a little bit of beware of that Devil energy, because that Devil energy creeps in and kind of captures all of us, because it just feels good. It's like somebody likes me, somebody wants me, but Spirit's saying, is it temporary? It's the fling, it's the casual, it's the person who only is looking for one thing. Bottom of the deck, I have a 4 of Wands. So they have something bigger for you. That is a commitment. Okay, that is somebody coming into your energy with a 9 of Cups and a 4 of Wands. That little bit of I want to capture your heart with that flag. I love that. And I love this feeling of I do want to be in a committed relationship. And I do want to be with somebody that they're saying is there for me because I'm there. I'm always there for them. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. But I do like this feeling of I want to capture you. There's a sense of I want to capture your heart, and once I capture your heart, I'm hoping that it will be a commitment. So somebody who would be in it for the long run, somebody who is they're saying not desperate to be in a relationship, which I think is your energy as well. I'm pretty independent. I don't need somebody to be in a relationship. I want somebody to be in a relationship with me. So let's see. I'm going back and forth with some different messages. I have lots of different cards. So we're gonna do some, career, some general reading stuff, and some love stuff, wherever spirit takes me today. I'm just kind of doing a free floating, whatever spirit wants me to say. That's okay. Those are fun. Spirit, please share with me. I have these beautiful feathers. So I'm going to just do this, a blue jay feather. The time is right to access and master your abilities. Do so with humility and control. Okay, so what are your abilities? What are your gifts? I always ask people that because everybody has talent, everybody has uniqueness. And sometimes people will say, I don't know. I don't know. So I always say, put yourself in a place where you feel like you're in your element. Okay, what do you like to do the most? When I'm doing that, I feel like I am the most myself. I am the happiest in that space. I look forward to doing those things. Like I'm in my element right now. I'm in with my cards. I'm with you. I'm talking to spirit. I'm in my own energy. I'm in my room. So I am 100% doing what I know I'm meant to be doing. So spirits, my whole body just tingled. So spirit just says, what is it that you need to master? What is it that you need to work on so that you have that feeling of I'm in my element more and more? I have that feeling of I can achieve anything that I want to, something like that. So I love cooking, Patricia's saying. That's a good one. Okay. Yeah, so sometimes we know what it is, and other times we're kind of searching for it. So give that some thought. I have a 10 of Pentacles. Sometimes when we are doing what we are in our element, the abundance flows. It's the do what you love and the money will follow. If some of you are struggling with that still. I have a 9 of Wands. I have an Ace of Wands. I have a Knight of Cups. It's exactly what I just said. I have a 3 of Pentacles. I just said, do what you love and the money will follow. And the cards are saying the same thing, okay? So here's your passion. Here's your passion with this ace, okay? There's something out there that inspires you, that you love. That ace comes in and you say, I just want to do more of that. This is what I feel like I'm called to do. I love doing it, something like that. That 3 of Pentacles is saying you're actually really good at what you do. You're really good. Hi, new subscriber. Welcome. You're actually very, very good at what you're doing. Okay. You're a little bit of people look up to you, admire you with that 3 of Pentacles. They want to learn from you. That is my master carpenter in this card. So, and then that Knight of Cups is I love what I do. I love what I do. And if you can wholeheartedly say that you really have figured out what you're meant to be doing in this lifetime for work or for your passion or your mission or your calling, it can be anything. It can be helping with your grandchildren, raising children. It can be a caregiver, it can be I'm a nurse, whatever your livelihood is, but you love what you do. Okay. It's hard work they're sharing. And it's not easy this is coming into me now is it isn't easy to be the best. It isn't easy to be good at what you do. It took a lot of work. Nobody handed it to me. Nobody just said, hey, you're super talented. You're going to be super successful. You don't have to do anything else. But it took a tremendous amount of work. And if you ask anybody about a success story and you look into their background, you're going to say, wow, they really put in the time to be where they are today. I don't think anything is handed to, not to that many people. So that is it took hard work. I love what I do. I'm happy with what I'm doing. I have found my passion. And guess what? Guess what's coming towards you? Abundance. Okay. Abundance is coming towards you. So you can feel it. You can feel, just this ace, there's, an ace is a gift. So I want you to think about an ace as something being handed to you, almost an aha moment that goes off. And sometimes it comes later in life. Sometimes it's not our first try at things. Sometimes we go down a certain path. And then all of a sudden later on, something dawns on us and when we have a different idea of who we are and we change our path and we change. So that is how the ace works. It comes into you as this time is of the essence and it's time to grab it and take a new path or start a new journey. But I do feel like this abundance is yours. I will say that this abundance is going to start flowing in. Some of you are manifesting with me today, and maybe just the manifestation is, I want to follow my passion and I want the abundance to follow. So that's what you ask for. Okay. That is exactly, you be very specific and you say, that is what I'm asking for, Spirit. That is what I need. So that felt good because I think it's so important to love what you do. I think it's so important to, they're saying be aware of who you are. Okay. So, everybody's different. Everybody's unique. No two people are the same. So you got to really know yourself. And I think that's important. Let's see what they want for you to know. I have an intimate bond coming. Okay. So your relationship reflects your own journey in life and you discover shared visions. So that feels like the universe is bringing us together in that card. It just feels like, I don't know, the stars all aligned. So there's a sense of, I finally have found somebody that I can have. Intimate to me isn't just physical. It's, I can talk to you about anything emotionally. If I cry, you listen, or you hold me, so there's intimacy is not just physical. So we're getting closer and closer. I feel like over time we're getting closer. That bond is growing, whether it's a soul contract. Thank you for the super sticker. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. You're sweet. That's intimate bond, right? I don't want to be with anybody. I want to be close to somebody is what it's saying to me, right? Otherwise, I can be by myself. I have a beaver moon. I have November being important. So November is my Sagittarius and Scorpio energy, right? Diligent action. Channel your efforts to build the future that you want. I love that. Channel your efforts. So I talk a lot about staying focused. I'm a big stay on your path. I'm a huge do the same thing over and over again and be consistent about it. And you will see the success that you want. Okay. If you watch a beaver build a dam, I grew up in New Hampshire on a lake. It is a work of art. It is unbelievable. It is indestructible how they do it. And they are focused on, I'm building this dam that nothing can break into, nothing can attack me. It will keep me warm and safe. So it's that setting that goal and achieving it is how I feel with that beaver energy right now. But I do feel like once I set my mind to something, I can achieve it. And I know a lot of us can do that. It's just trying to not get steered away in different directions and staying focused on what I committed to, because we commit to something and then something over here looks really great. Like, oh, I want to try that. I want to try that. And you go back to the thing you committed to and you're like, I don't understand why I'm not hitting that, why I didn't reach that, why I didn't get there, because something pulled you off that goal. So you got to stay in your lane. You got to stay focused, and you've got to repeat the same patterns over and over and over again until you see the success. And that's a really hard thing to do. But if you can train yourself to do that, you can achieve anything, any goal. I have a full moon in January. So my January energy is Aquarius and Capricorn. And it says wild nature, uncharted territory. Ooh, I like that. Let's talk about that for a minute. Liberate yourself from any conventional expectations. How about expectations that we put on ourselves that are unreasonable? I want, I need. Okay. And if I don't do it, if I don't get it, therefore I wasn't good enough. Right. So maybe Spirit's saying we eliminate that kind of behavior. We don't put those expectations on us. We set goals and we are motivated and we have ambition, but we're not like, if I don't receive what is expected of me, I'm going to be disappointed in myself. I don't think that's healthy. I think that all work and all effort is worth a pat on the shoulders. And I think that sometimes we work harder than others, right? But at the end of the day, we have to be always open to what's next for us and where Spirit is taking us. And that's what they're talking about with these uncharted territory. Like, am I open to where does Spirit want to take me next, whether it's in a relationship, my personal development, my career, my spiritual development. So where is Spirit taking me? And sometimes we just put, so many barriers around that. We don't enjoy the travel. We don't enjoy the lessons. So we want to be open to that. We want to receive that. That's important. Spirit, what else do you have for us today? So welcome, everybody. If you're just joining me now, I'm very grateful. Hi, Steve. Hi, Positive Force of Nature. Hi, Aisha, maybe. Welcome. I have a candle, ambition, a flame inside of you. Taking action, manifesting. Visibility. Okay, so that's coming into me a little bit more, that it's the light in all of us. It's you burn brighter than somebody else. In a room full of people, for some reason you stand out. There's something about you, Spirit just said, that somebody takes notice of. Now that candle could also be in a romantic sense, that somebody sees the light in you and somebody sees the this kind of flame, this spark happening. So, but it's the light that burns in all of us. And it's that positivity, Spirit saying, it's the joy, it's the happiness. And that's what they want to see you pull forward. So they do want that for you. So just keep that light burning. How beautiful. I have the letter T. Now this could be connected to you. Maybe they're calling you out. Your first name begins with a T. Last name begins with a T. Person's begins with a T. But I have triumph. Victory is yours. Overcoming obstacles. Victory. Okay, so staying on that path, staying focused, achieving something, being able to... They're saying they want you to break it down into smaller pieces. Yes, you have a big ultimate goal. That goal could be something that you achieve in 5 years, 10 years, but they want you to be successful now. So it's the little wins. It's the, how did I do today? How did I do this week? How did I do this month? Instead of, until I'm at this huge, huge goal, then I'll celebrate. No, I need you to celebrate along the way, is how Spirit's letting me know. So I need you to pat yourself on the back more often. I need you to tell yourself that you're doing a great job. You did the best that you could, they just said. So there's a sense of, I don't give myself enough credit for the in-between big successes, I guess. And that's what they want you to do. They want you to, I guess, celebrate the wins. Okay. Even if it's a little win, just say, woohoo, I did it. Because that gets you to the next one, to the next one, to the next one. But it also makes you feel good about yourself. It makes you feel like, you know, you're moving along in life. I have the letter E, enlighten, share insights, show the way, and reach the pinnacle. Show the way is jumping out at me. Now, many of you are gifted, intuitive, empathic, spirit guides yourselves. Show the way, deliver the message, clear the path for others, they just said. So they may be asking you to tap into, between this candle and this enlightenment, they may be asking you to, you know, tap into the light that's in you. Okay. I'm just one of many. Okay. So you have to look at it as there's a lot of light work going on out there, but Spirit needs a lot of light workers. Okay. There's more people that need light workers than there are light workers to deliver the messages. So be the light. Be the light. If you're being asked to, be the light to anybody. It can be a neighbor, a friend, a coworker, a child, a spouse. You know, like, you are put in their life for a reason. So do that. Show the way. They said, show the way. Okay. Sometimes your life experiences, like, you go through something very, very difficult and you didn't know how you survived it, or you don't know why you went through it. And then lo and behold, Spirit puts somebody in front of you that's walking in your shoes, but at a different time and place. And it's your job to help them. How did you survive it? How did you get through it? How did you overcome that obstacle? So you share. And that's, you know, that's why, unfortunately, you learned that lesson, is so that you can share somebody else. Okay. Hi, February. No threats of taking a bottle of anything. We don't like that. These aren't private readings. These are general readings for everybody. So I'm not doing a private reading. It's just listen to the spirit message. There could be a message here for you, of course. I have Buddha, life purpose. It's more than money. Right? It's spiritual wealth, they're saying. They're saying, you know, tap into something higher. Give yourself affluence, but it doesn't have to be how much money do I have in the bank. It can be how much do I value myself. So right now, I feel like you are being guided on a divine path, and or you wouldn't be here. You know, this is all about, you know, you found this reading because all of you are on a higher vibration. Otherwise, you wouldn't have seen me today. You wouldn't have seen me pop up on your screen. You wouldn't have connected to me. You'd be connecting to something else. So my vibration and your vibration at this moment in time, if you're watching this, are at the same level. My hands are tingling. So are at the same level. So that's why you found this reading. So think of it that way. It's you know, the energy found each other, whether you found me in your news feed, I popped up on your phone. No coincidence. I have kindness. Have the letter K. Does your first name, last name begin with the letter K? Maybe something like that. But I have kindness, have compassion, do a good deed, give and receive. Kindness goes a long way. Kindness is easy to give. Kindness is Kindness is free, right? It's not that hard to be kind. It really isn't. I think it's harder to be mean. I do. I think it takes more effort, and it hurts. It hurts you to be mean. They're saying it's not necessary in this world. It's not necessary. Okay, let's see what else they have for you. Spirit, please share with me. Hold on. Let me just do something for a second. I want to get into these cards for a second. Okay. I got too many things going on. I got cards. I've got dice. All right. I want to pull a couple of love messages for those of you that are single, those of you looking for love. Let's see what they have. Okay. Spirit, what is it that you need me to know at this time? I have freedom. This relationship allows you a healthy space and room to breathe. So there could be, there's a you, there's a me, there's an us. So somebody allows you to be yourself within a relationship. They're not going to control you. They're not going to tell you what to do. So that feels good. I have rekindling, possibly an old flame for some of you, returns to reignite your romance or to allow closure. It could also be that somebody comes into your life and they see the light in you, they see the spark in you, and all of a sudden they light something up inside of you. And it's not necessarily rekindling with the past as much as it's, I haven't been in love for a long time. I haven't had these feelings for a long time. I don't remember the last time I fell in love. Okay. And all of a sudden that light inside of you starts to wake up. You start to have those feelings again. You're daydreaming about this person. You can't wait to see them again. You can't wait to hear their voice. So it could be that something's wakening up inside of you. The flame inside of you is waking up. So that feels good. And I have looked for the signs and the clues. I love that. That's always a good one. The universe is talking to you. You start dating somebody and all of a sudden you see their name everywhere. You see their initials. You see the car that they drive that you never saw before everywhere you go. Maybe they work somewhere and all of a sudden you realize that you've been driving by their work for every day for 15 years and you didn't know it, so all kinds of things start to happen, whether in simpler things they're sharing with me. You see hearts everywhere, like in strange places. You see butterflies and dragonflies and rainbows and, you just 1111, they're reminding me. So it's all of a sudden you start to see all these signs and you're like, yeah, Spirit's definitely letting me know that I'm heading into something, or that this connection is opening up. So that feels good. That feels good. Spirit, tell me more about this connection, please. What is it that you have for us? I have an 8 of Cups. I have a King of Wands. I have a 6 of Cups. I have a Page of Cups. I feel like I'm walking towards something new. I do. I feel like I have learned what it is that I want. I feel like I have closure. I would say that over a past. And I also feel like that this page is open to something new, that they want to try again, is what Spirit just said. So it's the person out there who says, yeah, I've been hurt in the past. Somebody broke my heart, but it doesn't mean that I'm not capable of loving again. So that's what they want you to know, is that you have this kind of capacity in you to love. I think it's going to be one step further, because I feel like it's going to be a soul connection, like the love that you've been waiting for, the love that you have been searching for. And I feel like this king is going to knock your socks off. I feel like whether it's looks, charisma, charm, putting them on a pedestal, like they're a good catch. I mean, you're a good catch too, but there's a part of me that says, I did myself a favor by walking away from my past and believing in myself more than anything, knowing that I'm deserving of love, knowing that I'm worthy to have the best kind of love I need. They're saying starting over again. Okay, so I do have a starting over feeling. I have a Two of Swords. I have a Five of Cups. And I have a King of Pentacles. I'm going to say, if you're starting over again, the one thing that you have made your mind up, and go for it, okay, is that this time around, you want somebody that is much more stable, okay, and you want somebody that's much more, I don't know, that you're more into, I guess. And I don't blame you. Okay, you're not going to settle. So, for lack of better terms, you want the wow factor. You want the person that checks all the boxes and more. You're better than what I thought it was going to be. I'm impressed by you. There could be something going on with that, but I do feel like the stability is big. It's a much. They're using the word grander. Okay, it's a grander, maybe it's a bigger house, maybe it's a better lifestyle, maybe it's we're living large, we can afford to go out. I call it adult dating, that we can afford to go out to eat, we can afford to travel, we can afford to do things that adults can do. Okay, but I do have a higher bar, is how they just said it. And I'm just not interested in that low vibration person that maybe I walked away from anymore. And I have a higher bar set. And that's the work that I'm doing now. The work is, I'm planting the seeds of, I walked away for a reason. I walked away for something better. And yeah, you're definitely starting over. This is somebody who had to start over, whether you've already gone through this or you're going through this now. But I had to start over. But the one thing I'm learning in this process is that I have raised the bar. Okay. I've increased my value and my self-esteem. And therefore, who I'm attracting it has to be at a much higher level than where I was. It's just not going to work for me otherwise, is how I feel you're saying to yourself. So I do feel that. Let's get some initials. Let's see if they have some initials for you. Let me just zoom in a little bit here. Okay, welcome everybody. If you're just joining me now or you're watching this as a replay, this was impromptu. I did not announce it, so don't feel bad that you didn't catch it. I just felt like doing something live today and saying hi to everybody. Okay, so let's get some initials. First initials, last initials. Somebody may be able to spell a name, something like that. I have a U. I have a J. I have a D. The letter C. I have an N. I have an H. I have an F, an L. I have a C. I have an A. I have an E. And I have a U. Okay, so some of you may connect to those initials, first initial, last initial, something like that. Or maybe you got a couple of letters of the person's name. That would be nice. Okay, Spirit, what else do you need us to know today? Lots of messages. Where are we headed? Let's go over here for a second. What is it that you need me to know? I have a boundless trust. Oh boy, raise your hand if trust is the number one thing that you're looking for. That if I have trust, I have it all. Cultivate boundless trust by being honest and open. Share your thoughts and feelings without fear, and trust your partner's intentions and actions, right? So absolutely, I need to trust you. I need to trust your intentions. I need to know that when you say something, you mean it. I need to know that when you say something, you're going to do it. I need to know that when you say you're going to be somewhere or with somebody, that you are, not somewhere else. So trust is huge, especially in that long-term connection where they gave us that Four of Wands earlier. So, we want that. I have a soulful bond. Deepen your soulful bond by connecting on a spiritual level. Beautiful. Meditate, pray, or engage in spiritual practices together, strengthening your connection. Now, sometimes one person is much more spiritual than the other. Doesn't mean it's not going to work, but it's sometimes the person who's more spiritual to kind of lead the way, and they talk in a different way. They talk about the universe, or God brought us together, or we're meant to be together, or everything happens for a reason. So people who are more spiritual connected have a tendency to verbalize the bigger picture and kind of how it all works. And then the person who maybe doesn't live in that life or hasn't thought about those things starts to admire that in you, or starts to think about those things reflected in themselves, and they start to connect a little bit more. So I'd like to think that because one person is more spiritually elevated, the other person starts to connect to that person, and they learn. Just because of your actions, how you think, how you talk. So you're bringing that into the relationship. Enduring patience. Somebody who's patient. Thank you, Spirit. Cultivate patience by allowing each other to grow at your own pace. Be supportive during challenging times. And remember that love flourishes with time and understanding. I need to be patient with you. I need to learn about you. I need to understand who you are. I need to not judge you, Spirit just said. There's a sense of I want you to know me, for better, for worse, good, bad, and ugly. I'm not perfect. There's a sense of I'm not perfect, and I'm not going to pretend that I am, because I have no reason to. I don't have to prove that I'm perfect to you, is how I feel. But I do feel like I want you to understand who I really am and where I'm coming from. So these are two adults who have backgrounds and experiences, and you're bringing those experiences into this connection. I have a Queen of Cups. I have a Seven of Wands in reverse, okay? I have an Eight of Cups, and I have a Lover's card. I have a feeling that I'm going to say the Seven of Wands in reverse is, believe it or not, I don't have to try so hard, because it's probably a good connection. It's probably somebody that I don't have to worry about what I say. I don't have to worry about you judging me for something that I did or say, for sure. But I feel like you are realizing I just met my partner. I just met my soulmate. And I'm really, really happy. I'm really happy that this person has come into my life. I'm really happy that I feel like somebody walked away from somebody else in order to attract the person that they're supposed to be with. So that's what's happening now, if it hasn't happened yet. Okay. So here it is. I mean, I could stop this reading right now, because these are the two cards that you want. I'm happy with you. You make me happy. I love being with you. I can't wait to spend time with you. Okay, you're my number one. You're my everything, they're saying. So this is that soul connection, that deep connection. And I do feel like I had to walk away and find myself for a while in order to find this love. And that's okay. I think that that's a great thing to do, is to spend some time alone and be in a better place. And then they had said not to settle. with that comes this abundance. So they've talked about abundance a couple of times, the 10 of Pentacles, whether it was staying on your path, doing what you want to do, loving what you do. This is coming into me more right now as surrounding yourself with friends and family. And that to you is abundance, that you have it all. If I have health, if I have, if I have, my parents are still living and they're still healthy, something like that. I really do have it all. Okay. I have everything I need, not necessarily everything I want, Spirit just said. So I have to fall back on that every once in a while. Like, yeah, there's things that I want, but I do have everything that I need. So yeah, I'm going to say a sense of gratitude. I'm going to say a sense of gratitude. Let's see what the charms are saying today. Let's get some charms. Maybe we'll get some additional messages, some letters, some, I don't know, other guidance. You guys know I love my charms. If you're watching me for the first time, I have I have bowls and bowls of charms, and I do use them a lot because I'm able to read them intuitively. I just boom, intuitive, and I get all these kind of fun messages. So we're going to go with this bowl today with these runes, with some numbers, and let's see what these, maybe they'll connect to some of you. Let's see what we have. Okay, so I'm going to roll these first. So I have a number 1, could be January for us. Okay. I have a number 4, 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 hours, April. I have a number 9, September. I have another number 1. Okay, so I feel like I want to say you're number 1. It sounds corny, but I feel like I want to say like you're number 1, like you're it. You're the only one, maybe. Okay, I have the number 60. Okay, that could be an age for somebody. And let's get a scoop with my magic scoop. And let me see where I feel most drawn to. I'm going to go over here today. See what's jumping out at me. Okay, I want to put these somewhere so they don't fall. Okay, I have a marijuana leaf. And maybe I like to smoke. Maybe I smoke because of health reasons. Maybe I have one of those health passes, that I can go and buy a pot at a dispensary, but they're saying casual. So it could be somebody that likes to smoke casually. Okay, that's fine. I have, this is coming into me as the universe has brought us together. I'm over the moon for you. The universe is definitely day and night. They're saying you are the one. Maybe that's where I just got you are the one. Okay, that's fun. I have a hospital. I feel like we could work in the hospital, could have doctors, nurses, any kind of therapist, something like that. But it felt like near a hospital. Maybe we live near a hospital. We have to pass a hospital to get to our work, or we have to pass a hospital to get to our homes, or this person could live near a big hospital, in the vicinity of a big hospital. So I'm going to say that the hospital, I feel more it's about the building itself than it is the work. So maybe it's a clue as to where this person resides. I have a beautiful daisy. Now I have a cat named Daisy. But what I'm focusing in on is the center, the yellow. It almost looks like a sun. I'm going to go with I'm making you my center. Okay, the center of my universe, center of my world. You'll be the most important thing to me. Things like that. So, but I do like the daisies. I feel like I have wildflowers around me. In the summertime, maybe I have perennial beds or daisies in my backyard, something like that. I believe in love. I'm willing to give love a second chance. I'm starting over. Okay, so just because I was hurt doesn't mean I don't believe that there's somebody else out there for me. So I haven't given up on love. And they're saying that that's on both sides. Okay, so we both hope to love again is basically what they're saying. I have the Statue of Liberty, New York. I'm going to say a couple things. I'm going to say freedom. I'm going to say I think that freedom for myself is important, that I don't ever want to feel trapped again. I don't ever want to feel like I'm being controlled. I don't want to feel like I can't make my own choices. So I feel like freedom is important. We could be connected to New York somehow, visit New York. Our first trip is we want to go to New York, go see some shows, walk around, do some adult things. That sounds fun, but it felt more like my freedom is important to me. Not that I don't want to be in a relationship. It's just I want to be in a relationship that somebody doesn't control me, that we both have our own lives, but then we have a life together that's healthy. I have an American flag, so we've got a lot of energy around the United States here. Okay, that's happening. Let's see. Okay, I have skis. They're sharing with me, okay, maybe we do ski. Maybe we've been skied when we grew up. Maybe we live somewhere that we do ski. But it felt more of a fast-paced, like going down, speeding down a snow slope. Okay, so this could be moving fast. All right, they're showing me going over the moguls, the hurdles. Okay, the big mounds. So I'm not afraid to go over the moguls. I'm not afraid to bounce over the obstacles. This feels like full speed ahead. It really does. It feels like I'm ready to go. I'm going to put my skis on. And once you guys, anybody who's ever skied, you start at that top of that mountain and you go, you're like, you start to go and then you're going until you stop, So you're going. I was a big skier as a kid. Okay, I'm going to come back to this in a second. What's this guy? I have a seahorse, a white seahorse. A couple things. The word that they shared with me was clear because of the white. I see things clearly, okay, almost like a clean sheet of paper. But what I love about seahorses, and I don't even know if it's true, but I think it's true in my mind, so I'm going to tell you, that seahorses tie their little tails together when they're sleeping so they don't float away from each other. So I always thought, oh, that's so cute. So I do remember that. I don't know if it's true, but I like it. So I'm going to think it's true. I have my heart has wings, capturing feeling. This love is spreading. So yeah, they're going to capture your heart. That feels like full steam ahead. I'm capturing your heart. So it's a true love story, Spirit just said. I do have a snowman. So somewhere possibly that's snowing. Lisa just said it's snowing in New Jersey. So somewhere that maybe it's snowing. Maybe I live in a cold climate, but I have a smile on my face. Even though it's cold, I feel like I like the snow. Maybe I like the feeling of being in with you, like a snow day and being trapped inside, and we're just going to hang out and be cozy. And I have a bottle of wine. Maybe we'll light a fire. And there's a part of me that says, I want to be trapped alone with you in a house on a snow day and just play with you, have a glass of wine, nice dinner, watch a movie, and be a little bit just that feeling of I don't want to say stuck inside, but you like that feeling. You like that feeling of we really can't go anywhere, but we're together. So that feels fun. I have a giraffe, and I'm going to say that the giraffe is, they're saying aiming for new heights, which we had earlier a little bit. And we have this feeling of new perspective, high value. We had said in a moment ago that you're not going to, of course, settle, and that you've raised the bar. So that would be a higher perspective that you're looking at for sure. I know zebras. I don't know if it's true about giraffes, but zebras, no two zebras have the same stripes. And I'm kind of curious if giraffes are the same way, like if the pattern of their dots or their fur, or whatever it is are no two giraffes the same? Does that pattern look different on each giraffe? I'd be curious to know that. Okay, and last but not least, this little charm kind of bounced out of the bowl when I was doing this. I have a wedding ring. I have an engagement ring. So is this somebody that I'm going to have a commitment? Possibly. This could be somebody I'm definitely going to commit to. So there's my charms. I know you guys like the charms. They're fun. They really are. They really, I don't know. I like them. They're, something else, another tool, tarot cards and charms. They're just tools for us. Let's see what else they want you to know today. Let's see where we're headed. Let's just see what maybe they have some feel nice feelings. You believe that giraffes are also different? That would be good to know. It's snowing in Connecticut, Joanna's saying. Okay. I'm going to the pool this afternoon. I'm going to be going to Key West. My son Bobby's visiting for vacation. So I'm going to take him down to Key West the beginning of the week. I won't be posting as much at the beginning of the week because we're going to take a ride there and just do a mother-son little trip for a couple of days and walk around and do the touristy thing, spend some time with my adult son that I don't see that much. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, hopefully it will be nice in Key West. Don't be jealous. I have a journey. It's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes. Pack your passport. I'm going to say a journey more along the lines of a spiritual journey, an emotional journey, a jumping into something, something along those lines. I mean, we're always kind of open for a new journey, right? We close one door and a new door opens. So for some of you, it could be a new journey in love. For others of you, it could be I'm focusing on a goal right now, and I'm really trying to get something, going with that. I have pure intention. The fairy of manifestation will help you to use your wishes wisely. Manifest your heart's desire with pure intention for the highest good of all. Ask for what it is that you want, okay? And then put it out into the universe and just speak from your heart. Spirit knows what you want. They know you. Nobody knows you better. So you just have to keep asking and saying, this is what I intend to, do in a relationship when you bring me this relationship. I intend to be good to this person. I intend to love them. I intend to be kind, so those are important things to do. Like, what are you bringing to that connection as well? Finding balance. Boy, that's the thing that we all struggle with that. Finding balance. Find the balance between your work, rest, and playtime. And you will have more energy, harmony, and productivity in your life. Take a power nap. I'm laughing because I can't take a power nap. I just can't do it. But yeah, finding balance between work and play, work hard, play hard. Spending time with your family, making, time for your kids, your significant other, your friends. It's hard, especially today. A lot of people work multiple jobs, or they're busy. They got busy lives. They're taking care of kids, all that good stuff. Spirit, please share with me. I have a Page of Pentacles. I have a Three of Pentacles. I have a Four of Cups. And I have a Queen of Pentacles. They're saying try something new. There was a sense of stepping out of your comfort zone. Now, this could be connected to work. It could be part-time work, starting a business. Not sure what I want to do energy with that Four of Cups. But I feel like once you set your mind, and this is like a trial and error feeling initially, and then I get better and better. So it would be somebody who, I'm gonna use my own experience. When I started YouTube, I was horrible. I had no idea what I was doing. I had to learn YouTube. I had to study YouTube. I had to learn about lighting and cameras and thumbnails and editing and all this stuff, let alone just be a reader. So it took me a long time to be good at what I do. And that's kind of this progress, okay? It took me a long time to figure out that this is what I was supposed to be doing too. I didn't see YouTube on my radar screen. That wasn't ever in my career path ever. But you know what? It's given me that security, the Queen of Pentacles. It's given me, it's part of my business. It's part of my life. It's a big part of my life. And it gives me that sense of security too, because it's mine. It's nobody can take this away from me. It's something I've created, my whole channel and my collective, right? So nobody can take it away from me. So that's how it feels. It feels like something that I want to do and do it well. And then have this kind of, I guess, comfort in that I did it. For any of you who have ever created something from nothing, business, something like that, it's hard to do, but it's rewarding, I guess is what I want to say. Yeah, it takes a lot of work. Here's my Seven of Pentacles. Here's my little bit of my fear. Okay, Three of Swords, and I have a Two. What's holding you back? Okay, so it's hard work. Like this is if I do it, I have to be willing to put the time and effort into it. So what is holding me back? Is fear of failure holding me back? Fear of competition? Fear of imposter syndrome? Something like that. Okay, sometimes what's holding us back is just in our head. It has nothing to do with the reality of, can I do it? It's just the fear of starting. So I've got a little bit of that. It could be I don't want to put all kinds of effort into it. That Three of Swords could be, I could put a lot of effort into it and then it fails and then I'll be sad. Okay, but you tried and you put the effort into it. I feel like the choice is yours with that Two of Pentacles, that if there's something that you want to do, you can do it. This is my page. It's kind of something that's inspiring me right now. It's something that I'd love to do, but I put it on hold. I don't try it. I get afraid of it. Other people are better at it. Not necessarily. You could become very good at what you do. Okay. It all goes back to, if you want it bad enough, you make it happen. Okay, so as sucky as I was as a reader 6 years ago, let me just see something. I have, while I'm on, in the last 48 hours while I'm on with you, I have 22,000 people that have watched my videos. And the last hour, right now I have 393 people watching me. So it's fascinating to think that I had, 6 years ago, nobody was hearing my messages. Nobody was listening to what I channel. And now all of a sudden, thousands and thousands and thousands. So it's time and effort. And it's knowing that you can do it. So if anybody, I would encourage anybody to have a YouTube channel. I think it's awesome. It could be anything though. It could be anything you want to do. You know, it's, I want to lose weight. I want to buy a house. I want to save. I want to learn a new hobby. I mean, it's anything that you set your mind to. It takes time. It takes time. It takes effort. But I'm going to say don't give up on yourself, because it is very rewarding to create something that you've never had before and make it into something. So I would encourage anybody to do that. Let's get some, let's do an angel number, and then let's do what they want you to surrender to. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to go to Key West. It's very expensive. Yeah, we're only going for a couple of nights. So it's very expensive. Yeah. Yeah, it's a tourist trap for sure. That's okay. It will be worth it. I have 0, the number 0, and I am limitless, which really does tie into this reading today. They keep trying to tell you to tap yourself on the shoulder, you know, little wins, things like that today, right? There's no beginning and no end. All is infinite. It is time to develop your spiritual side. You are gaining new sight and understanding of both godly and earthly things. So right now, it is a sense of, they're saying, I am learning. Okay. So many of you are still learning. You're learning to develop your intuition. You're learning to develop your spiritual energy. You're trying to figure out maybe the difference between I'm religious or I'm spiritual, and what does that mean? You're trying to follow your own path, Spirit just said. You're trying to listen for your own messages. So a lot of you are working at a lot of different levels to work on that spiritual growth. And I'm glad that I'm a part of it. I am. So let's see what they have for you as far as a surrender card. What do they want you to surrender to today? I want to thank everybody for being here. If you're new to this channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Of course, thank you always for your comments. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, you can visit my website, KathyMamlinPsychicMedium.com. A reminder, I have 2 other YouTube channels. I have a Pick a Card channel and a Twin Flame Soulmate channel, and the links are in the description below. So you can help support me by visiting those channels and watching some videos on those channels as well. Spirit, please share with me, what is it you need me to surrender to? Oh, surrender to your soul's path. I love this. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. And this has some of my favorite things. It has the rushing water flowing in a direction. So you're always flowing in the right direction. And it has that bridge in the back. And those of you that watch me, you know that I love bridges, because I always feel like there's the other side, that I just have to cross over to the other side of whatever it is that I'm trying to achieve or make happen or start over or try again. But I always have that bridge from where I am now to where I want to be. So I feel like this is a good way to wrap up our messages from Spirit today. Surrender to your soul's path. I will definitely take that as a divine message. Let's thank Spirit for these messages. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. And I want to thank you all for jumping on with me in this impromptu live today and joining me. I love to say hi. I love to connect to you in the chats. I love to see your comments. A lot of fun. And we'll see you all again. We'll see you all again real soon. And of course, look for my uploads. Make sure you ring that little notification bell so that you do get notice every time I do go live or whenever I am uploading a video and you're interested in it. We'll see everybody. Thank you, Lisa. Bye, Steve. Bye, Krista. Bye. Who else? Positive Force. Thank you for being here. We'll see you all again real soon.